Well, I'm going to tell you a story about some neons. Um, People who follow my channel may know that I don't have much success with neons. I bought, when I first started keeping fish again about 3.5 years ago, I think I bought 4 neons and lost all but one, and I had him up until a few months ago. I knew it was him because he was bent. It looked like he'd had some kind of disease, and he was practically always swimming on his nose. But to keep him company, I decided to buy some neons, and I put them in quarantine. I bought 4, and I lost one. I always lose one neon. So after they'd been in quarantine for a while, I put the 3 that were left in this tank, which made 4 neons. Then people may remember I bought 7 golden neons. Or gold neons, I don't know if they're golden or gold. Anyway, I lost all but one of them. And that one seems to be doing quite well. He's in with my threadfin and my baby guppies. But when I had him in the 5-gallon tank, I decided to buy him some friends. So I bought him 6 neons. And 3 of those neons died. So I thought, I can't keep on doing this. So I moved my gold neon to another tank where he was quite happy with the guppies. And I moved the 3 neons into this tank. So that now made 6 new neons and 1 bendy neon. Now, my bendy neon was not very happy at all about having friends. He used to hide. I did end up losing him. So he lived quite a long time, about 3.5 years, I suppose, something like that. And so I was left with 6 neons. Now, during this time, I'd had a fungus in this tank. I lost a lot of my large female guppies, and so I only have very young female guppies in here. I didn't have my rainbow fish in here. I just had Victor, my angelfish, and a couple of skirted tetras, my guppies, and some black neons. And I didn't have many fish in here at all, and the tank was very well filled with plants. I do like to keep it well planted, but it was really full of plants for a while. And so I then was left with 6 neons in my tank. Now, yesterday my husband was counting them. Now, I'd cleaned out a lot of the plants and everything. When I do that, my neons kind of flock together. As you can see, you can't really see them. They're all over the tank. They're everywhere. You know, there's one down in the corner there. There's a couple in the back. They all don't swim together. But once I change the tank about a bit, they do go together. And yesterday my husband said, that group of neons, they look really, really nice. And I said, yeah, they do. He said, when did we buy extra neons? I said, well, we haven't. I haven't bought any fish for a long time, not since I had the problem with velvet. And also I've got so many baby guppies, I need to home them. And so I haven't bought any new fish for this tank. So we spent all day yesterday driving ourselves insane, but we now have 9 neons. Now I know that people tell me they're very difficult to breed. They need a lot of different things to breed properly. But it seems that unless somebody came in the night and threw 3 spare neons in my tank, I now have 9 neons. I haven't had many babies of any sort. I was getting quite a lot of baby guppies in here, but since I put in the rainbow fish, I haven't had any new baby guppies. But I did wonder, when this tank was very overgrown and quite dark and didn't have many fish in it, that the only thing I can think of is they laid eggs and 3 of them actually survived. I don't think that'll happen again, because, you know, I have a lot of fish in here now, really. But I don't know if anybody else has had that with neons. But we just sat here for at least an hour or so counting them. At the moment you can't actually see them. They don't usually hide in a group when they feel quite secure. They just swim about. They only come together when I'm feeding them, and this morning when I fed them I still had 9 neons. So that's kind of a mystery.